Good morning students once again. In the last video classes, we had come across adequacy of index numbers, few tests. In that we have seen unit test, time reversal test and factor reversal test also. Now today we will be concentrating on another test which is the last one mentioned in our syllabus, which is circular test. As the name itself tells, it is like being observed in circular manner. Circular test. First we shall see the explanation based on it. It is an extension of time reversal test for more than 2 periods, and it is based on the shiftability of the base period. For 3 years, 0, 1 and 2, circular test is said to be satisfied if P01 multiplied by P12 multiplied by P20 is equal to 1. As I have said, it is said as circular test. That's why we will be observing in circular manner. Remember that particular phrase, students. Then it is an easier task to understand. It is an extension of time reversal test, it seems. What is time reversal test? We have to recall now. What is that? P01 multiplied by P10 was time reversal test. Only when 0 and 1 are the given numbers, for example, assume these two are the only two given numbers, 0 and 1. In circular manner means how it can happen? 0 and 1, then 1 and 0. Then 0 and 1, then 1 and 0. That way, correct? That's why in time reversal test which we had is P01 multiplied by P10 is equal to 1. It is an extension part of time reversal test for more than 2 periods. Here we are observing 3 periods, 0, 1 and 2. So how can it happen? In circular way, observe the cursor, students. Here 0 and 1, then 1 and 2, then this 2 and 0. Is it not a circular manner? 0 and 1 first, 1 and 2, and then 2 and 0. That's why it is being considered as P01 first, this 0 and 1, and then 1 and 2, that's why P12, then next 2 and 0, that's why P20 is equal to again 1 here. In time reversal test also, right hand side was 1, here also it is 1, but only the difference is in time reversal test we had only 2 time periods. Here it is more than 2 time periods. We have considered, or we have been told in our syllabus to consider 3 years at the maximum. That's why 0, 1 and 2 it is considered. Further it can be considered many more time points, and in the similar fashion an extension can happen based on the circular manner, which should be equal to 1 when we take multiplication of those two index numbers. And one more statement has been added, and it is based on shiftability of base period. How can it be understood? This shiftability of base period is, try to understand and concentrate on the cursor, students. Here P01 is nothing but, we know already, it is price index number in current year 1 as compared to base year 0. So what is this 1? Current year. What is this 0 here? This is base year. In terms of P12, what it is? It is a price index number in current year 2 with comparison of base year 1. Correct? And here P20 means what? Price index number in current year 0 as compared to base year 2. Correct? So here this 1 which was current year became next as the base year. This 2 which is current year here, it became next as the base year. That's why it is being considered as a shiftability of the base period. Circular test is based on shiftability of base period, it is being said. So based on circular test, only this much has been prescribed to our syllabus. It has not been given which index number satisfies circular test, which are not being satisfied. With the proof it is not being asked, but at least mentioning of the index numbers which satisfy circular test and which do not satisfy circular test is present, that we shall observe. This test is not satisfied by Laspier's, Paschet's, Marshall-Edgeworth's, Dorbis-Bowley's and Fisher's indices. Indices in the sense, index is singular, indices is plural. So once when we are telling all these index numbers, instead of telling index numbers, it has been written as indices. So with all these, it is not being satisfied, it seems, circular test. Then which are the index numbers which satisfy circular test? Here it has been given in the second half of the slide that this test is satisfied only by the index number formulae based on the simple geometric mean of price relatives and Kelly's fixed weights or fixed base method. So these are the only two index numbers which will be satisfying circular test. Which are those two? Simple geometric mean of price relatives and Kelly's fixed weight or fixed base method. These are very important for 1 and 2 mark students. Remember them properly. Right from unit test to time reversal test to factor reversal test, and lastly circular test, which are the index numbers which satisfy all these tests and which are the index numbers which do not satisfy all these tests. All those are very, very important questions for 1 mark and 2 marks. So next concept we will be dealing with is bias in index number. This bias concept is part and parcel of our subject. Even in last year also with most of the concepts we have discussed this bias, which is nothing but a prejudice. How it is playing its role in terms of index number, we shall see. When we are calculating Laspier's index number, we know that base year quantities are taken as weights. Am I correct? So here I am stressing upon whenever Laspier's index is there, from base year we will be applying the weights. Whenever Laspier's quantity index number is being calculated, obviously base year prices are taken as weights. That is also known fact to us. Because of the lesser price will be paid greater importance than needed, and hence Laspier's index number is expected to have an upward bias. This is the statement which is being mentioned based on Laspier's index number to be upward bias. Try to understand this statement very clearly, students. Because of lesser price will be paid. Lesser price. Where it will be lesser price? In terms of base period, lesser price we will be usually finding out. For example, 2015 and 2020 as 2 years if you consider for your study. 2015 is base year and 2020 is the current year. Any commodity or any item when you consider their prices of 2015 and 2020 when you compare, you will come to know the price was lesser in terms of base year and price is more in terms of current year. Am I correct? Now we have to observe this lesser price will be paid greater importance. In what way it is said greater importance is, once when the price is less, we go for more quantity. For example, when we get into market, vegetable market, and come to know onion is is available in cheaper price as compared to earlier prices. For example, in that case what we will think, better to take more quantity and preserve. Just as an example I am speaking about this onion. It holds good in any concepts. So once when price is less, the importance in terms of quantities, in terms of buying, in terms of being given importance will be greater one or more than what it is needed. We may not be needed that much of quantity of onion, but we do purchase because of it's available at lesser price. In that context or with the help of that, example, we can understand this concept. Once when lesser price is there, the greater importance will be given. Here base year quantities or base year prices will be taken into consideration. That means base year will be considered as weights in terms of last year's index number. By chance when we consider with the price, then greater importance will be given as compared to base year. In terms of current year, we will be giving much more importance or greater importance will be given. That's why we will be having upward bias towards last year's index. Hope you are getting my point, students. That's why last year's index number is expected to have an upward bias. Next, another index number when we consider purchase index number, which uses the current year quantities as the weights or the current year prices as the weights, as the case may be. Price index number it is being calculated or quantity index number being calculated, which gives generally an underestimate, because the greater variations of price will be paid lesser importance than needed, exactly opposite to what we have considered in last years. Here current year weights are applied. For example, current year price, if I consider, what will be current year price compared to base year price? What will be current year price? Will it not be more? Yes, obviously the price will be more. The importance what it goes less, in the sense in terms of usage of commodities, in terms of buying. For an example I am giving you all these, it goes lesser. That means because of the greater variations of the price. Greater variations of the price is nothing but increase in the price. In current year, price will be increased as compared to base year. So because of this greater variation of price, it will be paid, or it will be resulting in lesser importance. Because of this lesser importance than needed, we will term this purchase index number will be having downward bias. 1 mark and 2 mark important question, students. Most of the times it has appeared which index number shows upward bias, which index number shows downward bias. Sometimes the reason also may be asked, which index number shows upward bias and why, which index number shows downward bias and why. Sometimes the question may be true or false kind. Laspeyres index number shows upward bias, yes or no, true or false, something of that kind, like many more ways these concepts may be involved in 1 mark and 2 mark questions, but very important concepts. Try to concentrate and learn properly, students. Be very careful with all these 1 mark and 2 mark questions particularly. In the previous slide, we had come across Laspeyres and purchase index number, whether they are having upward or downward bias. It was resulting in Laspeyres index number is having upward bias and purchase index number is having downward bias. Why? Why they were having either upward bias or downward bias? Because they were used to have only either base year or current year aspects as their weights, but not both current year and base year aspects as the weights. They were having only one of them. That's why the concept of biasness was becoming possible. Here in this slide we shall observe some of the index numbers which will be using both base year and current year aspects as their weights. So no matter of biasness will be coming. So the question of biasness will not appear once when base year as well as current year aspects are being considered as the weights. Look at this slide now. However, Fisher's, Dorbish-Bowley's and Marshall-Edgeworth's index numbers, which make use of base year as well as current year quantities as weights, are free of bias or free from bias. That means these are all unbiased. Just because these are using both base year as well as current year quantities, or both base year as well as current year prices if quantity index numbers are being calculated. As a whole, these all index numbers which are mentioned here will be having as the weight both base year and current year aspects. So to put in total, Laspeyres index number is having upward bias, purchase index number is having downward bias, and then Fisher's, Dorbish-Bowley's, Marshall-Edgeworth's, these index numbers are having no bias or they are unbiased. Then in one of the problem solving, I had mentioned in my previous video class that Fisher's ideal index number is asked to calculate. Then there I said in the next video class or in the coming any of the videos which we will be having In that, I'll explain about why Fisher's index number is being called as ideal. Sometimes it will be just referred to as Fisher's index number. Sometimes it will be referred as Fisher's ideal index number. Then why it is ideal among all available index numbers, we have to think. So some of the supportive statements we shall observe why it will be called as ideal. At that time when the problem was being solved, wherein it was given Fisher's ideal index number to be calculated, many more concepts we were not knowing. That means we have not discussed at that time many concepts of the chapter. That's why I told later it can be discussed. So now we shall see why Fisher's index number is being called as ideal. And it is very important question for 2 marks also. Most of the times in board exams you will see this question. Whichever previous question papers are there you will be observing every now and then this question is being asked. So Fisher's index number is called as ideal index number because of the following reasons. It is the geometric mean which is considered as the appropriate average for averaging ratios. We know from the first year PUC syllabus, for rates and ratios, geometric mean is the best average. Fisher's index number is using geometric mean to calculate its value. That's why this is one of the supportive statements why it is being called as ideal. This Fisher's index number is geometric mean of last year's and Pasch's index number, which is already known fact to us students. Based on that I am telling it is the geometric mean which is considered as best or the appropriate average for averaging ratios. Next, it takes into account base year quantities as well as the current year quantities. Whenever Fisher's index or Fisher's price index number you are considering, it is taking into account or it is considering both base year as well as current year quantities. Just before one slide we had discussed already, Fisher's index number is not having any bias. That means it is an unbiased index number just because it considers both from base year as well as current year quantities. So this is one more statement. The same thing has been written in the other words. It is free of bias or it is free from bias. Then the last one, it satisfies both time reversal and factor reversal tests. We have already come across previously time reversal and factor reversal tests. If we observe, Fisher index number is the only index number which follows both time reversal test and factor reversal tests. So all these supportive points makes Fisher's index number to be an ideal index number. So once when 2 marks question has been asked why Fisher's index number is ideal, we expect these 4 points to be written. If by chance second and third points are being clubbed because they are meaning same, then at least 3 points we expect as your answer. Hope you are following me, students. The next videos to come, we shall see further concepts. Till then, keep practicing, keep studying, which may help a lot later once when college resumes. Thank you so much, students. Have a nice time.